This video contains extreme flashing lights, so if that's going to be a problem for you, stop watching now. There's going to be a lot of time lapses in this, and so I've decided to completely omit the audio. Other people have done a great job capturing the real-time, raw experience of what it's like to be there. This video is taking a slightly different approach. Punctuating the darkness north of North Pier by the cenotaph is The Wish by Amy Jackson. Projected onto St John's Church is Synaptic Lights by Lightspray Visual from Hungary. The artist and his friend were hanging around for the first few days, and the artist was disappointed because Blackpool Council wouldn't turn off the LED street lamps that were interfering with the projection. I got the impression that the tower of the church shouldn't have been that bright, although they were happy that Blackpool Council did turn off some of the street lamps. And he was also disappointed about the scaffolding. I thought it looked good, but it's understandable an artist would feel that way with something interfering with his vision. This is Mycelium Network by Stevie Thompson. The artwork reacted to people walking around it, and judging by how it looks, the fungal intelligence it's supposed to represent was somewhat magical in nature. This is Spiral by Lightworks, a tunnel of spiral lights that you can walk through. Despite there being nobody else around, these well-behaved gentlemen are walking through Spiral in the direction they're supposed to. These more rebellious types choose to ignore the exit-only sign and walk the wrong direction, thus bringing civilization slightly closer to a state of anarchy and chaos. Projected onto the wedding chapel on Blackpool Promenade, this is Sun Glitter by Ant Dickinson. It also had a nice relaxing ambient soundtrack to go with it. This is Showtime Welcomes Chyla by Chyla Kumari Singh Burman. And this is White Tiger by Chyla Kumari Singh Burman. There's a lot of detail to this that this time lapse isn't doing justice to. This is Ataraxie by Collectif Gull from France. is Chocolate Shop by Illuminos. Tiffany lamp by Lightworks. Some donkeys chilling out next to an ice cream. And now this is Lightbox by the Old Electric. Located next to Sainsbury's is Blackpool Wings by Laurence LLewelyn-Bowen. This artwork with the jellyfish hanging down is called Medusae by Simon Clegg. This is Eternal Ensemble by ONYVA Studio, which is Scott Parkin and Andrew J. Brown. The cellist is Aileen Williams. They've recorded her playing parts of Packer Bell's Canon in D and projected it onto those screens. This is the Aqualux wall by Phil Holmes. The idea here is that the average person would use enough water within the space of a year to fill these containers. Guardians of the North by Laurence LLewelyn-Bowen. figures by Collectif scale. This was all very tightly synchronised with music. Pulse of Light by Mitchell Fawcett. It's responding to the movements of people around it. RGB by Scott Chaney consists of 3 figures made out of electronic components. Now unfortunately, after I finished recording, I heard a security guard say over the radio that these weren't lighting up properly that night, but you will get a good look at them in the daytime later on in the video. This is Gull Power by Antisocial. In a world full of seagull haters, Antisocial boldly turn up to spread the truth about these magnificent creatures. This was another one that was tightly synchronised to some music, and the entire experience was extremely trippy. This is Phénix by MRZL. Mixed in with Lightpool is this light up ball. This is the projector on the tower headlands that's projecting projections on the tower. another shot of Phénix when it temporarily had a broken wing. This is Blackpool Rock by Jason Wilsher-Mills. The Lightpool booklet says it was supposed to be on the Tower Headland, but I never saw it, and it's turned up after Lightpool has been taken down outside the library where the Tiffany lamp used to be. I'm going to take a look at a few of the artworks during the day and then finish off by showing a couple of them getting dismantled. Thank you for watching.